First alert forecast.
Well, if you look up in the sky at 8:56 tonight, you will see the International Space Station fly over. That's something to do to take advantage of these mostly clear skies. Be pretty high in the sky. The visibility will end at about 9:03, so you have about 7 minutes to enjoy the sight. So kind of cool to see it pass over. All right, the rainfall so far, well, going along with the clear skies, it means it's also been dry and quite a bit drier than average. Almost an inch below normal since the beginning of the month. We're not that far in at this point, but give it a few more days, we're already, I guess halfway through. So maybe we are a little farther than I even thought. As far as January 1st is concerned, 19.45 inches of rainfall. That's nearly 10 inches below normal. We typically end at around 32 or so inches of rain by the end of the year. So we've got quite a bit of ground to make up before that ends up happening. But fall ends up being kind of a drier month anyway, or a season anyway, especially the deeper we get into it, October, November, and December, especially if we don't get a lot of tropical activity. And right now, it appears that there is, according to the National Hurricane Center, a 30% chance of development off the coast of Africa, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. It's very likely that at least something develops, whether it be a tropical storm or it fizzles out before it even makes it close to the mainland is still to be seen. But there's at least a chance of development. The reason why that's important, again, is just because usually when there's some activity near our coastlines, whether it's the Gulf or Atlantic, we tend to get some of those remnants. So we will see. But the upper level atmosphere does show a warming trend, a ridge that just continues to build. And that's why right now we're kind of on the edge of that ridge. And that's why temperatures will keep warming the next couple of days, likely peaking sometime early next week as that ridge of high pressure remains firmly in control. It's going to block really any rain chances. By the end of next week, we'll start to see that ridge weaken slightly. Still dry, still sunny, and still warm, just maybe not as warm as what we're expecting for the beginning of next week. And that's when we could see some 90-degree temperatures. For tomorrow, mid-80s looking more likely. So add a couple degrees on to today, and that's essentially what Friday is going to be like. Saturday, temperatures will be in the low to mid-80s. I expect a mid to upper 80s. This is going to be a little more likely by Sunday afternoon, and Monday, a pretty similar story. Here's a look at the heat index. This is not to say that it's going to be a muggy heat. It really won't. Dew points will be pretty low Monday and Tuesday, but the air temperature is still going to be within a degree or two of 90. So that's why we have the heat index at 90 degrees Monday afternoon, and likely again on Tuesday. Hottest temperatures will still be out to our west, but we could end up getting maybe a 91, 92 degree day somewhere in northeast India and northwest Ohio. So that's something we're watching. Not unprecedented for September. If we were to have a streak of these days, well then I guess that could be a little more unusual. But at this point, we're looking at maybe 2 days, and this would be early next week. It could extend maybe even into Wednesday. But at this point, we are just looking at high temperatures in the upper 80s by early next week. So Friday 84, 85 on Saturday, 88 degrees on Sunday, and Monday looks pretty similar. We'll be within a couple degrees of the 90-degree mark. Tuesday maybe a degree cooler, 86 on Wednesday, and there is a chance that we could get one more shot at about 90 degrees or so by the end of next week. But overall, I do think that even if we don't get there, we're going to be awfully close. Overnight low temperatures will still be quite a bit cooler than most days or nights end up being after a day near 90. Overnight lows will be in the 50s by the end of the week, 60s over the weekend, back to the 50s by Thursday of next week.
At least these high temperatures won't feel as hot as they could.
No,
right?
88 is going to feel like 88.
Yeah.
It could end up, like I said, getting a little closer to 90, but the humidity makes a big difference.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Matt. Wow, that's pretty, isn't it? We take you to break with a live look from Tower Cam here at our studio. More top headlines from your